Hi, this is a reflection on lesson 320 in A Course in Miracles, and it says, My Father gives all power unto me. My Father gives all power unto me. Well, today's Monday, and I had to do lesson 319 and 20 today because I skipped yesterday without even realizing it until late, and then late I was like, well, I'll wait. I was literally cleaning house I went on a whole thing for over 13 hours straight. I stopped for lunch, I stopped for dinner, and kept going. I don't know what got into me. I think because we're about ready to have all the kids over for Thanksgiving, and I've been a clutter machine with my crafts and a million other things. So anyway, that's why I'm doing two together. And I was getting ready to say that's the reason I'm telling you this is because these lessons seem very related. And so I think it's perfect that I save them both for the same day. So this one says, My Father gives all power unto me. So I'm going to skip all the hullabaloo or whatever and get to the bottom where it says, Your will can do all things in me. I think it's talking about God's will, and then extend to all the world as well through me. So it's saying all things are possible to be done in me. It still talks in this language of like, it's hard for me to grasp sometimes about what do you really mean? What are you saying? And then it's my job to like figure out what it means to me. But really this whole idea that it's happening in me and then it can extend to the rest of the world through me, meaning it has to start here first. And that's what I just talked about in the last lesson, was that it's the salvation of the world. I came here for the salvation of the world. Well, in order to, like, salvation meaning like saving or setting free. I like the word setting free, like to be free, to be light, to be softened, whatever. It has to start in me first. If I'm here all like hardened and bound up, there's no way. I don't want to spread that. I can only give what I have. And if all I have to give is this feeling, that's not salvation and that's not freedom. And that's this. So when this talks about that will, God's will can do all things in me, and then that can extend all the world through me. There's no limit to God's will. So first of all, I have to unpack this for myself, because this traditional like religious view of a God feels still like we personify something, and I don't think of God that way. And I said in one of these lessons, like, I thought I knew what God was going into A Course in Miracles, and now I have no idea what God is. Which I think is hilarious. It's just so paradoxical that it's led me to such a place of inquiry to say, like, to read A Course in Miracles is to come to believe that I don't even know about God. Like, what is God? Versus like firm up my idea of what God is for me. So change of scenery. So what God is to me is, and I was meditating on this morning, it really hit me. It hits me stronger and stronger as I go, that God doesn't exist anywhere except in here. We are God. It's in here. It's not some mythical thing out there. I feel like, and I feel it as a more like a visceral, like almost like a tangible truth nowadays. Like before, it was kind of out there, esoteric, kind of like a mist, and kind of like a belief that others believed that I should believe too. Like it felt so separate from me. And the more I like inquire and really sit with this and meditate, and now it's just like a deeper knowing that this idea of God, this all powerfulness, the creator essence, the love essence that everything can emanate from, it's not some personified thing outside of me. It is literally, like literally in me and literally in you. And it's the tie that binds. I didn't know I was going to say that, but it's the thing that's common between all of us, is the sense that it's just pure love, connection, energy that fuels everything. It fuels everything. It even fuels the not good things because it allows everything to exist. It's an energy of allowing. There is, and that's where these lessons have taken me, is to like really question, like when I see people perpetuating like hate energy out in the world, a lot of it is actually, in their view, coming from a place of love, because they want people to be included. They want inclusion. They don't want cruelty. They want all the things they feel are good to be what everyone feels is good. It just kind of takes on a flavor of like not allowing, though. But it feel like in their mind it's coming from a place of love. But it's like, but I don't want to allow that other stuff to exist. But true love is allowing everything to exist just as it is, right? When you think about it, and even in a relationship, just to make it really tangible in your life, if you have a love relationship, or at least know what that feels like, it's like, oh honey, yeah, you may have done something shitty, but that's okay. I still love you. And you can do shitty things, and my love for you is not going to go away. You know, there's a limit if they're doing shitty things over and over to you. I mean, love yourself, express your love for yourself, and set a boundary. But you know, you get the point. So love to me is allowing. And I feel like whatever this God thing is, to me is love, and it allows everything to exist just like it is. And then that ties into every wisdom tradition in the world that really puts on high this value of stillness, quiet, silence, spaciousness, love, and connection, because all of that are just different words for allowing things to be just as they are. It feels like, to me, that's what God is, because everything whatever angle I come from, or whatever lens I put on, whatever I'm thinking about, like that is the core essence of everything, is everything that has this expansive kind of energy that's beyond the human, is that allowing it to exist. There's an allowing, and that allowing happens out of love. So that's what, to me, this, if you use other words for God, the all-knowing, the ever-present, the unchanging, to me, all of that, those are other words for the word allowing all that is. So I guess that's kind of a weird definition for God. I can't talk to people like that, because each one of us, I mean, I guess I could, I'm saying it right here, but I'm just saying, like, each one of us has such a different idea of what God is that I hesitate to say the word to people, because for me it still holds so much baggage because of what I think. I'm preemptively worried about what other people are going to bring to the conversation when I say the word God. Because it's like, can we set aside the baggage and talk about this thing within each of us that can allow things to be just as they are, and we are still here, and we are still breathing, and we're okay having allowed it. It doesn't have to be scary. It might feel scary at first, but you'll quickly see we can go through it and be like, oh, yeah, I allowed that. And you think about, it can even happen with things in, like, let's say, because this came up about, it must be on my mind, this chaos engine called social media, like the Facebooks of the world, where you like, I see a lot of people yelling into the void. I call it a void because it's like you're not changing people's minds. You're just getting people riled up with you, right? In the, ah, I don't like that, and I think you shouldn't like it either. Get with me, people. And like I said, it comes from a place of like wanting to like perpetuate the good things, but at first it seems like people think they have to tear down the bad things and really get mad and angry about it. And it's like, well, why can't we just pretend for a moment that that is also allowed to exist? What would happen if you allowed that thing in your mind to exist? Because guess what? It exists, and it's going to keep existing until the energy that fuels it runs out. So why not allow it and see what happens? And then if you still feel like there's a doership in here that needs to do something about it, build something different. So that you can use this energy to get those people with you to build the thing you want to see in the world. And then that other thing that you still don't like being there will lose its energy because you've helped redirect the energy, right? Energy it'll just go to your thing instead. And look, you've built this thing and now it's got fuel and you've taken fuel away from the thing you don't like. So why not try that? But really all we're doing is just screaming about the thing and then not building the thing to divert the energy. Some of us, I guess some people are building the thing. And then I question, well, why do they have to keep screaming about the thing they don't like? Just put all your energy in the thing you love. Use your love fuel. So again, that's where this lesson took me. They seemed very similar, like this idea that it starts in here first, and then we can spread it to the rest of the world. Hopefully it's the good, lovey stuff, not the stuff. Because either way, it's energy that you're putting out there. And it starts here. We can only give what we have. And if all you have to give is the anger, why not allow that to exist here in the quiet without sharing anger? Right? Because to me I just got a wave of like sadness. Like when we feel the need, and I've definitely felt this, I never done it. It doesn't feel good. Like when you share that out there, why do you want other people to feel that? Why? That's what I would question to those people is like, you want other people to feel the contraction without helping them redirect that energy into something expansive to help them release? You just want people to be mad? Oh, that's so sad. Why do you want people to suffer? That's what I would ask those people is like, what is it in you that wants other people to suffer? Oh, that one was like, because when I look out at social media, I'm gonna keep talking about social media because I see this it's like in one-on-one interactions where people are going through things and they talk about what's making them really upset. Part of it is like just wanting, it all comes from that place of love, right? They want to connect and see like, I don't want to feel alone in this. To look at the time. I don't want to feel alone in this. So let's commiserate, right? You know that word commiserate. It comes from a place of like connection and wanting to be understood and seen and like not feel alone in this world that feels chaotic out there. That to me, beautiful. One-on-one, let's be with each other, let's comfort each other. Because to me, the one-on-one doesn't feel like that feeling of like, I want you to be mad about this too. Because in one-on-one situations, it feels like the connection piece is more readily understood. But when people are yelling into the void of Facebook, it feels like it loses that personal connection energy. It feels just like the spewing of hatred energy, because I feel like there's nowhere for it to go, so I'm just going to puke it all over my friends. And then it feels like a very brief temporary, like, oh good, I puked, I feel better now. And then there's like this energy of like, and then you open your eyes and you're like, oh my god, I just puked all over my friends. Oh, I feel bad now. They've got to clean that up inside themselves. Oh. So even though those aren't the real thoughts people are having, there's that after effect, contraction energy again, realizing what you just did. But I feel like without conceptualizing it, it's visceral, it's felt. You still don't understand why you feel bad, but it's that. So anyway, I think I'm done talking about this for today. 2 lessons took me kind of to the same place, because it's like, it says like all things can be in me and I share it with the world. Well, then we question, what do we want to share? That's where it took me. What do I want to share? And by questioning that, it took me to the place of like, well, I know what I don't want to share. I know I want to share love. I want to share true, honest connection. I have to work on it every day because it's still hard. And those moments where I feel like I open my social media to try to get inspired creatively or just see what's going on with my friends, and then instantly I see that, and I'm like, shut it down. And sometimes I feel the need to share something funny, to like combat, like redirect that energy, right? Like the more we can redirect that energy for good, and then even that's a judgment, right? Good, bad. It's like, to me, it's all about love or not love. Love or not love. Love or fear. Love or anger. Love or not love. So I feel like humor goes along with love for the most part. So I like to, you know what I love about thinking about energies is like, I was thinking about what the energy of a laugh, like where it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. Where you go? Okay, I just laughed. But like, there's like this, it's almost like an unexpected exhale, like, oh, I just lost all my air. And then it, like a sputtering. That's what the energy of a laugh is, like something catches us off guard. It's like an energy that's built up in us that gets a chance to like release without our minds getting in the way. So it's like like you can feel your gut pushing your like the diaphragm just like quickly expelling all of the energy, all the air, and then then it keeps going. What is that? And I think like that is like, how you like if there's a stuck energy, you just sometimes need to shake it. Like if there's something stuck, sometimes you have to shake it, and or bang it on like a pickle jar lid on a countertop or something stuck, and you just gotta loosen it up. There's usually some vibratory, percussive, like like motion that will shake up an energy. And so I feel like if there's all this contracted anger, fear, hatred energy that you feel, then like redirect it, like to throw in a laugh in there is that shaking up that energy so that it can release. I don't know. That's what it made me think of. So that's why I feel laughter is more on the love side of things. It can redirect toward love at least. So that expansive feeling like, oh good, I just released all that into like some sputterings, and now I can breathe again and smile. So I gotta go. Bye.